I realized a couple of weeks ago that I didn't have a bucket bag packed. I used to have it packed, ready to go. Then I needed some stuff from it when I went camping, and I never repacked it. This was probably last year, so I've been without one for quite a while. So this is me sharing what's in my new updated bugout bag, and also some opinions about what's actually important when it comes to building your own bugout bag, and why you maybe shouldn't listen to everyone else when it comes to how you should actually build it from someone who obviously don't have all his shit together when it comes to this stuff. All right, so first, the bag. It's an old Hog Gloves bag. It's used by my dad's actually, and it has been through quite a bit. It's pretty torn. Mice has gotten here and actually eaten it. I did not want to spend a lot of money on a new bag. This works perfectly fine, just holes in it. It's very stable with the framing. I can pack a lot of stuff. Also have a sleeping bag. You can probably tell from the colors, this is probably from like the 80s something. I also used to be my dad's. I've had it for quite a while. And I have a sleeping mat. Blow this up. Also have a pillow. Also blow this up. Get some sort of comfortable sleeping. Moving on to the first aid or health care stuff. Toilet paper roll, very important. Emergency blanket to be used. One small towel, can filter stuff or keep yourself clean, dry. Wet wipes. First aid, this is for first aid for large lacerations or large wounds. Use. And I put all the other stuff in this small pouch here. Some band-aids, toothbrush, toothpaste, some painkillers. This is ibuprofen, shaving plasters when walking, band-aids, hand sanitizer, insect repellent, and for my own sake, 5 pairs of lenses so that I can actually see something. Clothes, I have a bandana used for filtration, as a mask, cover your head, whatever, use it as a scarf. 2 pairs of wool socks, 2 pairs of underwear, pair of pants. These are fjällräven, like hiking outdoorsy pants. They are probably like 2 sizes too big for me, to be honest. But idea is to be able to use them over my jeans, for example, because we are in October right now. So I live in Sweden. It's going to get a lot colder. In a few months' time, it's probably going to be around 0 degrees Celsius or even negatives. So having double pair of pants is probably a good idea. I'm going to keep myself a lot warmer. One shirt, one polo shirt here. This is the base layer. I have some extra shoelaces, pair of working gloves, a beanie, and a hoodie. Here are the tools I decided to bring. Way too large roll of tape. It was the only one I had. Gorilla tape. Flashlight. Oh, Jesus. Flashlight. A knife, a murrakniv. This has been through quite a bit. Also used to be my dad's old knife. Multi-tool. This is something I got from some work present, Christmas gift, I think. Not the highest quality, but it fills the purpose of being a multi-tool. So a knife, small pairs of scissors that is absolutely garbage for cutting anything thicker than like a strand of hair. Can opener, bottle opener, corkscrew, Phillips head, I think, and whatever this is. Don't know what that is. It's like a pointy thingy. Cool. Charger, same cord for the charger goes to my power bank. This is a 5000 milliampere hours, whatever that means in tech terms. No clue how much you can charge with this. Fair bit, hopefully, I don't know. I have this radio. I thought this was locked and loaded in my closet. Turns out I'd had it on for like a year, so it was obviously completely out of battery. So I need to charge this right now. I'm well aware that this is not the highest quality of a radio that you can use, but this was like one of the first things that I got when it comes to being prepared, like preparedness, prepping, whatever, was a VF radio. It's called in Swedish. As I think many people do. It's actually very badly built because you can't really use that charging port. You can only use the regular USB charging port. You can't use the micro one because this here is in the way of the actual connection from the cable. So, but you can charge it through the USB at least. This I found in a bag I had for quite a while. It is supposed to be a bracelet. It's way too big and clunky to actually use as a bracelet, but it is built off of paracord. Here you can cut off. It has like a saw thing here you can use to cut it off when you need some paracord. Also has a compass built in. I was thinking I was going to buy a compass, but this works perfectly fine. Kind of when you hold it right angle. Not right now. I think south is towards me, it's not. Whatever, it works when you hold it in the right angle, and also has a whistle in it, which I also thought I was going to buy, but I found this and I was like, this is both a compass, some paracord, and a whistle. Good thing. And I also had just some paracord laying around. That's always good to have. For fire starting, I have actually multiple ways to start a fire. Easiest, I have two just normal big lighters. Sweden Rock represent. I have big case of matches. I have a Light My Fire lightning rod. I think this is called Light My Fire. Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever used this because I also have a lightning rod in this knife. This was the first thing that I got when it comes to prepping, preparedness, bushcraft, kinda. This was literally the first thing that I ever got. I don't even know what knife it is. It's actually a Mora kniv, yeah. It's called Light My Fire, this one. So this has been with me for quite a while, actually a few expeditions, camping, whatnot. So I have like literally 4 ways to start a fire. I have 2 different lighting rods, I have lighters, and I have matches. I have just some Subway napkins here. I will also show you my toilet paper, just some fuel to get the fire started. Water is obviously very important, so I have 1.5 liters here, just regular water in an old 1.5 liter Pepsi bottle, and I have a Wayfarer Lifesaver water filtration device that I have never used. I just packed it up from its box that I got it Christmas like 2 years ago. I got this thing. I have never used it, which is very bad because I don't really know how it works. So yeah, I need to give this a go. I need to bring this out and try it out for real sometimes, so that I don't just have an expensive piece of a water filtration system that I don't know how to use. I die of thirst because I can't, or die of infection because I can't clean my water. That would be very stupid. Food is also very important. I have my Trianga kök. This is actually way too big. Do not need all of this. And why that is, because only thing I would ever really need is a burner, a metal cup so I can heat water. That's about it. I don't need all of these plates and bowls because I have these MRI packets of food. So you just boil the water, pour it directly in, flip it around, wait 8 minutes, and then it's ready to eat. So I have 6 of these, 2 breakfast and 4 like lunch, dinner meals here. So to heat the water up, I wouldn't need all of this. So this is a little bit over dimensioned for what I need, but it is what I had. I'm not going to buy a separate one just for this. I also have some dextro, just pure energy. carbs, electrolytes. I have some instant coffee in this. Caffeine would be very useful if you're on the run, on the go. I have a foldable cup. Oh, impressive. Where I can actually drink the coffee from. I have bought a 6-pack of these small muesli bars, just peanuts and choco bars, just for some fast energy, or fast, I guess. Yeah, some sugar, also some nuts, and some other nuts as well for some more calories, basically. Could not find my spork. I know I have one. Couldn't find it, so I'm packing a normal, regular ass spoon. And this is, kids, is not soda or lemonade. This is methylitic acid, I think it's called. It's the fuel used for this here stove. Don't drink this. Right, so this is my bug out bag. I'm going to say right now that it is not complete. There are a few things that I wanted to pack here as well that I didn't have, and some things I have but I can't find. Right, so I have a rain poncho somewhere. I can't for the love of me find it. I have a spork, like a spoon, knife, fork, that I also wanted to pack. Can't find that either. I'm going to order a tourniquet because I think that can be very crucial. Like when you need a tourniquet, really nothing else works as well as a tourniquet. Like you can use a belt, but like you need a tourniquet when you really need a tourniquet. And the same with, what's it called? Like pincette, we say in Swedish. These metal things you can pluck away sticks and stuff. That is just one small thing that I wanted to add as well. And a few things that I realized was that some of the equipment that I have, few of the things that I have, I've never used. Like the water filtration equipment that I have, I've never used it. I don't know how it works. I got it and I never packed it up. It was still in a bag until I decided to pack this bag with it. I think a lot of the times, just as with anything else, you can't just buy a bunch of stuff and expect to like be prepared. You need to actually know how to use it. And you need to budget your money so that it goes to the most essential things possible. That's why I said when I presented it, well, I didn't want to buy new things. Like, should I buy a new bag that is actually whole and don't have a hole in the bottom, and that is maybe more compact and is better equipped and isn't 40 years old? Yeah, 45 years old maybe. Yeah, probably. But like, I don't want to spend $100, $200, $300 on that. I have a sleeping bag here. I don't have a good bag to put it in. It doesn't fit within the bag. So I took a pair of plastic bags. I just taped them around it to keep the water out. Is it perfect? No, but it works. Same thing goes for much of this. I think in total, just to buy the things that I didn't have, cost me around like equivalent of like $80, like 800 crowns. Let's say $1 is 10 crowns. Around like $80, and most of that, like $57, was the freeze-dried food. It was like $57. I definitely didn't want to spend like hundreds of dollars just to fill this up, because in reality, like I think most people aren't that interested in this thing, and that's a shame, because I think most people should be prepared when the shit hits the fan, the worst thing possible happens. But I don't think there should be like a barrier to entry that you need to buy equipment for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Like just packing a bag of like a first aid kit, some water, some food, and some clothes, that gets you like, and charging devices for your phones, that gets you so far. You don't need to have all the extra stuff that I have just collected over the years. There's not a bunch of extra stuff, but it's like some extra stuff every year because I'm interested in this. And also, last point here, when I did some research to create this bag, I watched quite a few YouTube videos, and I have watched quite a few YouTube videos over the years of people presenting their own bug out bags, and it's great. A lot of people, though, I feel have a very distorted view of reality. Like they think like they're gonna be able to just leave town, go into the woods and live there for weeks on their own by like hunting, fishing, and snaring, making snares, gathering food, whatever. Like, I think that is very unrealistic to be able to actually happen, because one, if you do that, more people are also gonna think like that. They're gonna do the same. And also, if you manage to actually hunt an animal down, you manage to shoot an elk, a deer, a boar, whatever, how are you ever gonna preserve that meat that you get from that animal? You aren't. You're gonna be able to eat it for a few days before it starts to rot, right? And then you need to kill another one. Then it's just, how long can you keep that up? I didn't want to build my bag like okay, this is me leaving town, living in the woods for a few weeks. Because the most likely scenario would be that me and my family, if we needed to evacuate our apartment here, it would either be us leaving to a bomb shelter, which is just a few minutes walk away, the closest one, or we can take our car, hopefully, and drive far away, and then you don't need as much equipment and shelter from the elements because you have your car, obviously. You can get far away, you can take it into a hotel a couple of hours away, hopefully. Or if we needed to leave on foot, then what we wanted to do, obviously, was to just leave and then come into civilization as soon as possible again. Because living in the woods is nice if you do it as your holiday, like you just do it to relax for a couple of days or a week. But if you're forced to do it, and also we're in October right now, it's starting to get colder outside, it's starting to get dark here in Sweden. In a couple of months, it's gonna be freezing all day. You don't wanna be outside all day when it's freezing. That's just horrible. So you want to get back into civilization, that's what I'm trying to say here. You don't want to spend your days in the woods alone. Like I also get the into the wild calling sometimes, just, oh, it would be so nice just to leave this whole thing and don't have to worry about nothing and just go into the woods and live by yourself. But that's nice when you do it voluntarily, but when you're forced to do it, also if you're like me, you have a wife and a kid, like that's not gonna happen. I tried to build my bag at least to reflect upon what would actually probably gonna happen. We will leave for a few days. I brought stuff with me so that we would actually be able to survive and hear what's happening around us and hopefully get back into civilization ASAP after that. That's just my perspective. Anyways, if you found this video interesting, if you think I'm a complete idiot, if you have any opinions, you wanna share what you have in your bugout bag, please do so in the comments below. Thank you.